Ciao. How are you doing today?
Hi. ¿Cómo están?
We are the fighters here on the stage.
What do you mean about fighters, Muhammad? Are we in a battle or something? We are the actors. We are the actors.
Rehab, would you like to come and act instead of me?
We are the actors, and we were hired by George.
George. Of course, the audience know who George is. Who's George, Rehab? That's what kills me about you female actresses. You just are so happy in attracting the audience to your favor.
Okay, Muhammad, go ahead.
Of course. George is a Palestinian tour guide, and he's the one who will take you in a tour all around Palestine.
Actually, he still considers himself as a tour guide. He hadn't had a group for over than 5 years because of the situation.
And that is why he's so excited. He's trying to impress you with his tour.
That's why we are here today, to help him tell the story as beautiful as can be said.
We have done our homework, so we prepared additional material for the show. This is how we see the story to be.
We have to go now. Please, as if you never saw us.
We never talked.
Welcome. Sorry for being late. I was looking for my guidebook. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Great. It's been so long since we had this number of tourists coming to Bethlehem. One. What is this? Probably the actors are not ready yet. This is my surprise for you. I've hired 2 actors to help me. I promise you, your tour today will be very special. A tour that you will never forget. My name is George, and I will be your tour guide through the most important historical and religious places in Palestine. And our tour today will be in Bethlehem. And as you all know, the most important historical and religious place in Bethlehem is the Church of Nativity, where Jesus Christ was born. And I'm the best tour guide to talk about this area. You know why? Because I was born here, yes. And I used to play in most of the neighborhood here in this area. My ancestors did the same. Yeah, Muhammad, Riham. I'm not going to use the usual ways of guiding. No, I've created a new way. The actors will enact the story of the first nativity. Yeah, Muhammad, Riham. Where are they? Muhammad, Riham. Hey, وينكم يا جماعة يا محمد؟ يا ريهام. And now, let me introduce you to Muhammad and Riham. Please, you have to bear with us because the actors have rehearsed under the most difficult circumstances. But here they are, almost ready. Muhammad and Riham.
Riham.
Muhammad.
Riham, Muhammad, Riham. Yalla. يا عمو. Virgin Mary was visited by Angel Gabriel.
Who art thou?
Greetings, favored one. The Lord is with you. Do not be afraid, Mary, for you have found favor with God. And now you will conceive in your womb and bear a son, and you will name him Jesus. He will be great and will be called the Son of the Highest. And the Lord God will give him the throne of his father David, and will reign over the house of Jacob forever. And of his kingdom there will be no end. There went a decree from Emperor Augustus that the entire world should be registered. All went to their own towns to be registered. Joseph also went from the city of Nazareth in the Galilee to the city of Bethlehem to be registered with Mary, to whom he was engaged.
Please, Mary, my love. We have to try. You can't just have the baby out here in the open air.
There it goes again, Joseph. He's coming.
Please, try. Try to hold on. Just a little bit longer. Here we are. Mary. Mary, my beloved.
Okay, I'll try. But I can barely walk anymore.
Yes, you can. Yes. Oh.
I'm very thirsty.
Thirsty. Yeah. But you know, I hate to leave you here all alone.
But I need water.
Yes, I understand. But I hate to leave you here all alone.
Joseph, water.
Water. Okay. Stay here. Stay here, Mary. I'll go search for some water. Stay here.
Okay.
Water. Where can I find some water? Where can I find the water? Water. Is that water? It is water! Water! Finally water! Alhamdulillah! 3 weeks no water and now it is back! Hallelujah! 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 And he shall reign forever and ever. Finally, water. Hallelujah. 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 At the beginning, they cut their food off. No problem. We managed by sharing what we had. Then they cut the medicine off. No big deal. We used herbal medicine instead. But they decided to cut the electricity. I'm not afraid of darkness. I used my kerosene lamp instead. But water is life. One time, they cut the water off for 4 weeks. 1 month, no water. Suddenly, water. It's back! Hallelujah! 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 tanks, bombed our water tanks. So I started showering with the sound of the water pouring outside the tanks on the roof. I need to go to work. Una mattina mi sono sbagliato. Bella ciao, bella ciao, bella ciao, ciao, ciao. Una mattina mi sono sbagliato. Ho trovato e questo fiore c'è partigiano. Bella ciao, bella ciao, bella ciao, ciao, ciao. Una mattina mi sono sbagliato. Relax, Mom. Children are going to love you. Huge wall surrounding streets and houses. Soldiers all over the place, harassing people like me and checking their IDs. Okay. God, for a cold shower now. There is no place in Palestine I have not performed at. Once, I had to go all the way from Bethlehem to Abu Dis to perform for a children's kindergarten. When I arrived to the University of Al-Quds, I saw a group of international artists painting on the wall, painting in solidarity with the Palestinians. I saw it. It was the sea. It is the sea. The sea. Finally, the sea. Ah! It's the occupation again. They're controlling everything. Food, medicine, borders, even water. They decide how much water they should pump to us. But that's okay! It's very hot over there, no? They need to swim. No? They need to swim. They need to cool off. Cool off there! They need to swim. What if this wall was here during Mary's trip to Bethlehem?
حماد تلتزم في النص اللي أنا أعطيتك إياه، النص الإنجيلي اللي أنا أعطيتك إياه، مفهوم؟
Okay.
مفهوم.
Okay, George. I'll go search for water for Mary.
يلا.
Water.
يلا.
Where can I find the water? Water.
Joseph! Joseph! What is this wall? I never knew that Bethlehem was surrounded with a wall. Joseph? Joseph! Joseph!
You cannot go in.
I need to go to the hospital.
All of you say that all the time. Can you prove it?
Yes, look at me. I need to go to the hospital. It's just around the corner.
No hospital today. Come back tomorrow.
Please. I'm a lady. The baby is due any time. He's my first son after trying for so many years.
Raise up your dress. I need to know what are you hiding under it.
He's my son. My first child.
Maybe it's a bomb.
For God's sake.
Go back. I will shoot. Go back!
As the sun came out, she took the infant to her breast. He opened his eyes for the first time and looked at his mother. Then he quivered and closed them for the last time. He was born at dawn and died at sunrise. He was born like a thought and died like a sigh and disappeared like a shadow. He did not live to console and comfort his mother.
It's very challenging for me to do such a role. I never had a baby. I never got married. We never got the chance to get married. My fiancé. The love of my life. Whenever we set a date for our wedding, the Israeli soldiers would come and arrest him. They did this to us 3 times, with no evidence against him. But the last time they took him, he never came back. Bethlehem has never been safe since the time Jesus died. So, why get married? And why have kids? Why go through 9 months of pregnancy to have a child that I would not be able to protect? Like my sister Daniel? She used to be afraid and scared to lose them. She would cry when her children could not sleep during the bombing of Bethlehem and Bethlem. She used to cry when her daughter comes and tells her, "Mom, the soldiers will never hurt me because I'm a girl. Right, Mom?" But at last, she found peace. It was spring 2001. The Israeli soldiers at that time invaded Bethlehem. They imposed a curfew on the whole area. So, no one could move. But my sister, she needed milk from the children. So she decided to take the car and drive through the streets of Bethlehem until she got to the shop that, despite being closed, she can knock at and get some. She stepped out of the car and looked around. No soldiers. But they were there, in a huge tent. They pointed the tent towards her. And that day was the last day the kids saw their mother. We got the devastating news on the local TV. The Israelis news, of course, reported that she was a Palestinian terrorist. My sister. Well, that's their stories against ours in the world. They have everything. They have the power, the strength. They have influence on the media. But they cannot stop us from dreaming. Yes, dreaming. I still dream of being a bride with my white dress, dancing and dancing and dancing with my love.
Guys, you can't stray out of the script. You can't continue with your imagination.
Imagination? This is not imagination, George, no. This is reality. My reality, your reality, her reality. You are part of it and you cannot deny it.
Okay, I cannot deny it. But you have to stick to the script. That's why I hired you both. That's why you are here.
George, the stories are very similar. The same roots and the same place.
But not the same history.
History repeats itself.
Hold your horses. That's true. History is repeating itself.
Enough. We are living the pain. Why continue talking about it, huh? We are bored. The whole world is bored. Forget. Try to forget. For now. For 1 hour, for God's sake.
George, can you forget?
Okay. I can't forget. I can't forget that we are victims. But we can't continue behaving like ones. Then listen to me. Do you see what's happening between our own people? These are the stories that you want to talk about?
Uh-huh! It seems that you want to bring it here as well, no?
Guys, stop!
Who will believe your stories after what they see on TV?
This is irrelevant. The story should stay alive, and that's the only truth we have to talk about.
But I am the one who decides here.
And you are not alone in this place.
Great. Great, great, great. Keep fighting till tomorrow, as if we don't share the same pain or live the same situation.
We have to talk.
We can't stay silent.
Remember your daughter, George.
Enough. That's it. You have to stick to the script that I gave you. Yalla. And as you all know, Virgin Mary gave birth to Jesus Christ in a manger, here in Bethlehem. Sorry. It seems that we will not be able to continue our tour today. Yes, the manger lies here, in the Church of Nativity, and my grandfather's house is just behind the church, over there. The three wise magi came to the place where Jesus, Joseph, and Mary were staying. They gave Jesus his gifts: gold, frankincense, and myrrh. But they were warned in a dream not to go back to Herod's because of his murderous intentions. Joseph also was warned in a dream to take the child and his mother and flee to Egypt because of Herod's intentions to kill all the children of Bethlehem under the age of 2 years old.
Give me baby Jesus so we go faster.
No, they will see him and kill him.
Don't worry. You know, Mary, Egypt is so far and we still have a long, long way to go.
Don't worry about me. I'm not tired. A little scared.
Okay, stay here. I'll go and check the road. Stay here. Okay.
What is this cruelty that makes Herod wants to kill small, helpless infants?
Okay, Mary.
The road.
Riham! Ya Riham!
This is exactly what's happening these days to the Palestinian children every day. We have to tell their stories, not just the story of what happened 2,000 years ago.
You know, Riham, I think this is very, very similar to George's story as well. Our tour guide. His daughter, Christine.
That's it. If you don't stop this, I will have to dish you both.
George, you have to tell the story. This is your story. It's your life and you cannot deny it, George.
Go out! When I come back, I don't want to see your faces here.
Yalla, ya mara, yalla.
What about our house?
Our house will be safe, don't worry. Hurry up, they're coming. Listen, once the danger is over, I promise you we will be back.
How do you know? Do you believe that?
That's the only hope we have, to believe, to believe. Besides, I still have the key of the house with me. Here, I have the key of the house. The key of the house is with me. Where's the key? Where is the key? Is the coffee pot? Is the za'atar? Is the chamomile? The baby might need it. Where's the key? Where is the key?
The key is with me, okay? The key is with me. And so are the deeds to the house. But where are we heading to?
Jordan, Syria, Lebanon, maybe Egypt, I don't know. I'm sure they are going to welcome us till the danger is over.
Ya Zalama, my gut feelings tell me that we should not leave. I want my son to grow up in Palestine, a Palestinian. He was born here, I was born here, and we all were born here. Muhammad, I think we should leave.
Rihan, no. I say we stay!
No, I don't think that George can take more than this.
That's because George gave up.
George is in great pain, and we can't force him to deal with it.
We can help Rihan.
Yes, maybe by giving him more time.
Or initiating up his dreams.
Dreams? Dreams? Dreams are beyond our hands. We are too poor to dream nowadays.
What about hope?
Yes, we can do that. But it seems not now, not here. People are not ready, and George is not ready.
You know, Rihan, it seems harder than expected.
We can stick to the story that George gave us. I think we should leave. Okay? Yeah.
But I was thinking, do you think that Joseph and Mary came back to Bethlehem after they fled to Egypt?
They tried to come back to Bethlehem after Herod died, but his son Archelaus was even nastier. So the angel in the dream told them to go back, but not to Bethlehem.
Now, isn't this ironic? This is very similar to the Palestinian story of the refugees who were not allowed to go back to their villages.
Muhammad, خلاص.
And not only that,
Finito, خلاص.
but
That's it. Yalla, let's go.
It was November 1991 when my first child was born. My wife wanted to name her Rada after her mother, but I said no. Why not Olga after my mother? But finally, we named her Christine. We were so happy. We started preparing her room. Buying dresses and small toys. Christine. She changed our life routine. She was a quiet child, happy and curious. When she was 10, she used to be very afraid from the continuous sounds of bombing. She used to be very afraid to go out of the house to go to her school. Once, I looked at her. Christine, why are you wearing 8 t-shirts on top of each other?
This way. The bullet will never penetrate my body.
Don't worry. Don't worry, my dear. I will always be here to protect you. Jesus is here to protect all the children like you. Sunday, 25th of March, 2003. The beginning of the spring. At around 6 o'clock in the afternoon, we decided to go out to do our grocery shopping. The whole family. Myself, my wife Suzanne, and my 2 daughters, Christine and Marianne. We took the car and started our trip from in front of the Church of Nativity, very close to where we live. We drove towards Rachel's tomb, and there we were faced by the huge, ugly segregation wall. We continued our trip to Beit Jala, and there we were stopped by an Israeli checkpoint called the DCI. Then we continued till we reached St. George Village, and there we found a huge dirt mountain which the Israeli soldiers put to block our roads. We came back to the manger square to go back home. The whole trip took us around 15 minutes.
Yaba, can you take us for another drive?
We did another drive. And we took the same route from one roadblock to the other. But when we reached the city center, something strange was happening. Priests with guns? I didn't know what was happening. Shouting, screaming, shooting, ambulances. Christine. Christine, I felt paralyzed. My body collapsed, and my head was so heavy. When I woke, it was dark. I started remembering. It must have been special Israeli forces, disguised as priests. I didn't want to know what happened. At first, I thought that my wife, Suzanne, might be hurt. It wasn't Suzanne. It wasn't Marianne. I saw Christine's life passing through my head. Every single moment. Every single day. I did not forget anything. God, I don't understand your wisdom, but I know you are with me in worst times, even when I think all is gone. of Al-Hara Theater on
Prima
stage.
di continuare il nostro discorso, invito il gruppo del Teatro.
Marina is our production manager, and Sammy is the director of the play. And we have in the control room, Amir, our backstage manager, and Isam, our technician. No.
Ci sono altri dietro in cabina di regia che fanno parte del gruppo, insomma.
Well, I don't know if you have time, but we would like to spend 10 minutes with you if you have any question, any comment about the play, about life in Palestine, about our work in Palestine. The group is ready to answer any question, any comment.
Okay, sappiamo che è un po' tardi, ma ci piacerebbe parlare per 10 minuti con voi, se avete delle domande sul nostro lavoro in attori, sul nostro lavoro in Palestina, sulla nostra vita in Palestina, sullo spettacolo, sono pronti a rispondere.
Well, this show, we thought of making it this way, the way you saw it, especially directed to internationals.
Il modo in cui è stato fatto questo spettacolo è stato fatto proprio per un pubblico internazionale.
Because lots of tourists come to Bethlehem, or used to come to Bethlehem. Nowadays there are much less because of the situation.
Perché molti turisti vengono a Betlemme, o almeno venivano perché in questo momento è un po' calata l'affluenza per l'inverno, quello che sta succedendo.
But even the ones who come nowadays, because the tourism is controlled by Israeli tour agencies.
Ma adesso il turismo è controllato dall'agenzia palestinese israeliana.
So they give the tourists very short time to visit the Church of Nativity, then they take them out of Bethlehem very quickly, and sometimes the tourists, they don't even know that they entered Palestinian territory.
Perché gli danno molto poco tempo per visitare i luoghi, la chiesa della Natività in particolare, e poi li portano via, quindi i visitatori non sanno neanche di essere entrati nel territorio palestinese.
So we thought as a theater group, a Palestinian theater group, it is our role to tell the world, internationals who come, and you, the ones who we are coming to, that this is the life that we are living in Palestine every day.
Quindi crediamo che sia nostro dovere informare tutti, insomma, il mondo internazionale che questa è la vita che noi viviamo adesso in Palestina.
And another goal of coming here is also inviting people to come and visit Bethlehem, because this means a lot for us Palestinians.
Un altro scopo di venire qui è far sì che voi veniate a visitare Betlemme.
Well, I tried to give you some time and to talk to you about the idea of the play. If you prefer to take 5 minutes break for a cigarette, then